competition, perseverance, tenacity. Welcome to Rocket Rivals. Season 3 is here, and it's time to find out what you're made of. What does it take to become a champion? Do you have to start as a diamond in the rough? Is it enough to gather the greatest of champions around you? The reigning finals champions have gone their separate ways, and now there remains a vacant number 1 spot, waiting for anybody to come claim it. 16 teams, 2 majors, and 1 final tournament to decide it all. This is Rocket Rivals.
Has a lot ahead of them in this best of 5 series. Let's see what they can do.
I'd say definitely BDG is definitely favored in this series, for sure. But I'm definitely willing to see. We know that Mediocre can be dangerous, but he needs to come with his team in order to make this series special.
Ooh, that one almost squeaking in there. A couple misses on the back line. Onatic's going to take control of it. Doesn't really have the follow-up. JT trying to get a clear out, but Mediocre is right there, trying to center it. Cannot get it past X-Kid, though. So, some good pressure here being put on. That's actually a wide-open net. It's off the back wall. Nobody reads it. And instead, it will get cleared out.
Good demo by Kimi there. Mediocre shooting this into the corner. Graphic's a little awkward here, but Onatic takes it for him off the backboard. No one there to meet him, and Kimi's going to take possession, but he misses it. And it looks like X-Kid's going to try and pass it up to Kimi here, but he can't quite get it through. And Mediocre has a shot opportunity. Kimi with an insane save.
What a save by Kimi there. Last man back, just gets the save. Mediocre almost had his chance on that one. And now, Graphic, good challenge. Kimi's last back, and yet again, good 50 there. But Onatic sends it right back into their half. JT trying to clear that one out. Kimi trying to follow, could not make the touch. And instead, Brovas really keeping BDG Orion on their heels here in the first minute and a half.
Yeah, we have to keep in mind, this is their starting 3 roster. This roster is undefeated this season. And Brovas has been taking it to them, really stuffing them.
Oh,
got great shot. Mediocre. Open net, bar down. And he puts it in, bar down. What a beautiful shot. Off the miss by X-Kid. No one back, bar down, no bounce. And Brovas is actually the team to start us off.
That was a huge miss from X-Kid in the midfield, left nobody back. And Mediocre put a great shot on. There's another one.
That's another one. Another bar down.
Oh, Mediocre is showing up. This is what Brovas needs to win this series. And they are calling BDG's number here early.
Just Mediocre playing simple Rocket League, getting these fantastic shots, putting them on target, getting these bar downs that they just won't expect. And especially when they don't have a third man back there. Mediocre gets another one, but JT is there to stop it. It was a little bit slow, but the pressure continues. Brovas having fantastic challenges and just playing perfectly, as it seems, on challenging their midfield play, because we know that's where BDG is most dangerous here.
BDG not looking like what we typically see out of them. There's been a lot more whiffs than what we've typically seen. Maybe this is what happens when they get into some pressured scenarios here. This is the highest pressured game that they've had to play so far. It is their first time playing in a major. Oh, I am echoing through cannon.
Oh, that's a good pass by Mediocre. It's shut off, though, unfortunately. And JT's looking to get a fast counterattack here. But Mediocre just playing super solid defense all the way through. And Graphic looking to play this off the corner. Onatic keeps it in. What I've noticed here is there's just so much pressure from Brovas here. It just seems like the nerves might be getting to BDG, and Mediocre and Brovas is just capitalizing as much as they can.
Yeah, quick early challenge there by Mediocre. Didn't get the touch. Onatic was back for that save. Big demo by JT, but X-Kid unable to break through Onatic. And now a huge clear by Graphic. Is that going to bounce up favorably? It is! Mediocre with the shot and the hat trick! Mediocre is carrying this team on his back. And Brovas up 3-0 here in game one.
You could see just the perfect placement on that shot, perfectly down in between the two defenders in the net. Absolutely beautiful shot from Mediocre, but that's a kickoff, and X-Kid puts it in off the kickoff. It's still possible, and they are not out of it yet.
Yeah, you can't keep these guys scoreless for long. A hard cheat there from X-Kid opened up that net. Onatic was not quick enough. And there's BDG's score. They've got one. They got 1:20 to get two back here. And knowing them, they can definitely do it, as that's a huge misplay from Graphic. And it's 3-2. They're right back in it.
That's just the kickoffs. These are super deadly. Graphic really awkward on that play. Very unfortunate scenario for the last back there. And BDG have just gotten back into it with the snap of a finger.
Oh, but
Onatic.
Great cut.
Almost.
Could not get it through, though. And now JT trying to take it down the other way. 50's Graphic. Kimi, last back. Let's take good possession of it. Off the ceiling. Not quite. Leaves it for JT, but JT could not connect. Now Onatic 1v1 with Kimi. Kimi gets the 50 and another good 50. Oh, and a huge 50 by X-Kid. Puts that one in the net. And just like that, Brovas' lead is gone.
You look at these teams, you look at how strong they can keep their defense going. But as soon as that hole is found, BDG knows how to just abuse it and constantly just put the ball in there. And that's what they've done here, especially off these kickoffs. Good one for BDG. Kimi gets a touch, but Graphic is able to save it after it got past Mediocre. X-Kid takes that shot nicely, going off the wall here. Past to Kimi. Kimi backflips. Onatic looks to take it off his own corner here, but JT is there to meet him. Going for a double. Mediocre meets him there, though. And the pressure is just still continuing. Brovas need to break out here, and that's a breakaway, but JT gets it past Graphic. And it looks like we might have overtime, but Onatic's going to look to get one more off the wall.
Oh, it's sitting. And
overtime.
Will put it down. Well, we have OT in game one. Definitely not the position Brovas thought they would be in after the start of this game, going up 3-0. But let's see if they can make something happen here. Graphic trying to get that out of the corner. Kimi met him right there. Great pass to Onatic, but no, he hits it into X-Kid. And instead, we play on.
Super intense match here for game one of the first match of this major. Onatic with a miss, Mediocre with a miss, giving Kimi possession here. Graphic can't get it past him. Onatic's going to take it up his wall here. Hits the ceiling. JT misses. Onatic might have an opportunity. But X-Kid is just there to take possession and give it to Brovas here. Brovas just looking to get it out of their half again.
Yeah, a little panicky right there, as well as Onatic and Graphic both committed to that. Let's see if they can make something happen here. It's been 3 straight goals for BDG, as that one was a dangerous pass accidentally by Mediocre. Now Kimi, great pass out to X-Kid, but Mediocre intercepts that one. Awkward touch from JT. Can he stay with it? Yes, he can. Gets a great 50.
There's no one
Mediocre, last back. He cannot get it. And BDG Orion comes back from a 3-0 deficit and takes game one from death's door.
Wow. Just absolutely outstanding performance. The first half was all Brovas, just able to maintain their lead up to a 3-0, a hat trick from Mediocre. But the comeback from BDG is complete here. Brovas really need to start looking at how they can shut down that second half. BDG, they had their number in the first half. Mediocre placing fantastic shots on target. But it just seems like BDG just is able to make those passing plays and really make a difference here in this game.
Yeah, that was so close there. They were almost had it, but instead, BDG Orion keeps their win streak going here. Game 2, Forbidden Temple. Let's see if BDG Orion continues their onslaught, or will Brovas finally find their way and get their footing back.
That's a great hit by Graphic up there. Mediocre. Looks like Graphic might have expected, and there's a bit of a miscommunication there. Some hits on the ball that were unfortunate from Mediocre and Graphic, but Onadic's able to save them from that one. XKid getting a great clear.
Yeah, great clear. JT, get that middle. He can. XKid's there, but Graphic intercepts it. Kimi, quick challenge there. Takes it right out of Mediocre's hands. Now Kimi off back wall, tried to get another touch. Couldn't get it out. JT going to take control in his corner. 50's Onadic. But Graphic's there instead. Onadic was shot, but it's weak. No shot came through.
Brovas just super awkward here. That's a shot. Top right underneath the crossbar. Kimi finds it. Strikes first in this game here. A great shot. Gets it over Onadic and right by Graphic in the net. Fantastic shot. And BDG strikes first in game 2.
They've picked up where they've left off. 1-0 here. They've been playing strong ever since that first couple minutes where they weren't doing so well. Looks like they found their footing, as I say that. A little bit of a miscommunication from JT and Kimi. But it's Brovas. Just something's not working. Some miscommunications have been happening here from them. And maybe some not so opportune touches. Like that one there is dangerous. JT almost gets the double off of the sidewall. Cannot clear it though.
Dangerous second touch there from JT off the corner. That's the kind of stuff that BDG does, and that's a shot. XKid puts it in. As I was saying that, JT passes it perfectly middle. Mediocre couldn't get the read, and XKid just puts it in off the bottom. And they're up 2-0.
Brovas just not able to keep up with the speed of BDG right now. As right now, Graphic had a chance, didn't have any boost. As huge miss by Mediocre. XKid's got the passing lane. Oh, but Kimi scuffs it.
It's those scenarios right there that are the most dangerous. Mediocre leaving no one back there. And a free 2-on-1. But luckily BDG could not put it in there. And Kimi's looking to take it, but he's a little bit awkward here. Onadic's going to take possession here, but XKid gets it off of him. Mediocre last back again, off the backboard. Couldn't quite get it in.
Oh,
Mediocre with another miss.
Another whiff from him. It's not the same as the first game. Some nerves may be coming out here after that rough loss in BDG comeback. Not the same Brovas that we saw at the beginning, as they're just getting beat out here. But looking to hold some good pressure here. That's a mistouch. Great fake from Mediocre.
And that's in.
And that's what they need. Now they cut the lead to 1.
Just a great play by Mediocre, taking on the whole team. A little bit of a misplay from XKid in the corner. And Mediocre, even though he might have been missing some balls at the beginning of this game, he still has the sauce to get that into the net.
That was a great play from him. They need more of that. Graphic, good fake off JT. But it's BDG that ended with possession. XKid actually misflips there. Graphic gonna put that one up. Nobody there from Brovas to get the touch. That's a great pass out to Onadic. Oh, and a bump! But JT read that early. And BDG holds on here, trying to get out of their zone, but Brovas not letting them.
It seems like almost the roles have been switched this game. The first game, it was Brovas in the first half, really taking it to BDG just for the comeback, but it looks like Brovas is showing up in the second half here with that pressure. But BDG with a strong counterattack opportunity. Will they be able to get that third goal and maybe the dagger in this game too? But Graphic and the rest of Brovas not letting them. They know what's on the line.
Touch by Mediocre,
That's a
but
fantastic
not enough touch from, or not enough boost from Onatic to win out that race.
JT with a misplay, but Kimi keeps it, puts it into the corner. And Graphic is just looking to get a possession opportunity here, but BDG keeping it in the air. One thing about BDG that you can't undermine is their ability to keep the ball in the air, keep it away from the other team, and make those plays happen.
Yeah, there's been some boomer ball from Brovas here. I've seen some not key touches, throwing possession away, and that's something you can't do against a lethal threat like BDG Orion. And what a play from Kimi, able to bump. Is that Graphic? Yeah, he bumps Graphic, doesn't even, chases him out of the way actually. And
What
Kimi,
a touch.
great touch. That was going off post and out, but instead they get an insurance goal, and BDG Orion up 3-1 here with 20 seconds left. Brovas gonna need a miracle here. No touch from Onatic, and JT is gonna put this one home. BDG Orion really sticking through this one, breaking down Brovas here late.
They know, BDG knows that a goal from Brovas in the ending could give them the momentum to get a game 3 in their favor, but they are not letting it happen. They are not taking their foot off the gas. JT with another opportunity blocked away by Mediocre. The ball is still in their half. Can Brovas get that last bit of momentum as BDG takes game 2 in Forbidden Temple?
Oh, Graphic stops moving. It looks like they're gonna get an extra one to go. That might not be a good play there from Graphic. You want to have a little bit of momentum going into the next game, and that only further sinks you.
And that's one thing about BDG that you really can't overlook, is the fact that they play the mental game strong. If you get yourself tilted in a series versus them, you're probably not going to get to come out on top, just because of this team. They're so lethal, and they make these insane plays that make the defenders look silly, and it can throw you off your game, but you just need to keep that strong mindset throughout. And a goal there would have really helped Brovas, but even just keeping that shot out could have helped. But it looks like BDG is just going to get the extra insurance there. JT looking strong as the MVP that game as well. 2 goals for JT, 2 goals for Kimi, and 1 for Xkid. Every goal was assisted except for 1. My mistake.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this happened. Kimi gets 2 goals with only 1 shot. There was not an own goal. There definitely was not an own goal in this game. Otherwise, it would have been very memorable. I'm wondering if it was maybe that backflip goal. But
maybe the game just didn't get the shot registered, but that doesn't matter. It is all on Brovas. Brovas on their back foot here as we head to DFH Stadium for Game 3.
what
at
needs to
BDG.
change? That's what we need to find. What do you think needs to change, Nebula?
I think what really needs to change for Brovas here is just their panicking. When they're on defense, you see tons of double commits, you see lots of misplays, but whenever they were able to keep up the pressure like they were in Game 1, they were able to score some goals and really get BDG to work for that win in Game 1. I think if they can continue to keep up this pressure and just trust each other a little bit more on defense, they can get a win here.
Definitely agreeing there. They really need to get something together. That's a pop-up for Mediocre. Mediocre tried to hit that one down, could not connect. And Xkid will get that clear. But it's still in their half. Now Kimi, great clear out. Mediocre, last man. Gets the touch out, but gets demoed for his efforts. Xkid not gonna bite there. He's gonna retreat instead. And no real huge pressure from either side yet. seems like a battle of the midfield here. As nobody getting shots in yet. There's only 3 shots total. Make that 4. Onatic gets that one on net, but it was cleared away.
I think even with this, low shots, X-Kid having to work for that save. Another shot from Onatic almost gets it. Kimi looks to hit it away. That was some good pressure from Brovas there. That's what Brovas is really good at. They need to keep that pressure going, though. When they're playing a team like BDG, no one expects them to be playing as good as they were in Game 1. But they are truly fighting for this one, and they're looking to get that Game 3 and move on this series and maybe make the reverse sweep miracle happen.
Let's see what happens here. Kimi's up. Good 50 from Mediocre. Instant challenge there. X-Kid, though, with the follow. JT off the back wall. Mediocre does get that touch out. And JT is going to grab that boost. And awful spawn from Graphic. And then
that's a shot.
Goal.
X-Kid scores that.
RNG not in favor of Brovas here. Graphic, the worst place to spawn, gets caught in the back of the net. And BDG starts off with their goal.
Yeah, it's just that pressure. That unfortunate spawn just led to that goal there. But I will say I've noticed that there's a lot more demos in this game from BDG. And there's an open net opportunity. JT scores it. That net was open for so long.
That was a long time that net was open. And Mediocre had committed as third man very early there. But nobody else got back. It was very slow on the transition back. And BDG just given a goal.
That's just what you can't be doing against a team like BDG, especially when you're on your back foot here. If Brovas loses this, they are down to the lower bracket.
Make an early exit from the top bracket. There's a pass from X-Kid right to Kimi. He cannot connect. That was moving a little bit fast there. Mediocre giving away possession. Onatic read that touch though, but instead it's BDG Orion again, trying to get this one out of their half. They're doing so successfully and holding on to some great pressure here. Good touch by Mediocre. Where's the follow? Nobody gets it, and Mediocre has to follow it himself.
Yeah, this is just... It's great Rocket League from both sides. There's some great defense from Brovas. There's some misses, and as I talk about the defense, the caster curse is real. And X-Kid scores it off the pass from Kimi. Beautiful arrow shot, bottom right. Just to solidify their spot here. And they might be moving on to round 2 unless Brovas can make something magical happen here in Game 3.
They need a BDG type comeback.
They exactly need a BDG type comeback. Mediocre might have an opportunity, but Graphic hits it away.
Miscommunications from Brovas, and it's not the time to be having that happen. X-Kid unable to convert on that transition. This is not the right time. Onatic, good demo. Can he get it past the last man? No, he actually gets in the way of another shot from Mediocre.
This ending, that pressure there, it seemed like Mediocre was just playing against himself there. And that's another clear from JT. Might be able to get the angle, but he backs off of it, knowing Mediocre will get there in time. Kimi and BDG looking to get one more goal here to send a message to the rest of the players in the upper bracket right now that they are here to win. Great play here, but it gets cleared away. Graphic here, but JT cuts it off. Air dribble, Mediocre saves it. Another pass off the wall here. Doomsy, Kimi almost passes it right into X-Kid's car there.
How was that kept out? I don't know. Brovas was just left in their half the whole time. And that's a misplay. This series is over. BDG Orion sinks the 4th goal. and we'll be seeing Brovas later today.
Yeah, you could just see just the unfortunate scenario for Graphic in net there, I think it was. Just looked like he had no boost. Just really unfortunate for him. Just being last back there in a 2v1. Kimi looks to get one more, but that is going to hit the ground, and BDG secures the 3-0 sweep here in DFH Stadium. What a series overall, though.
That was very quick, but they played very well.